more possible than ever to become a global influence. And hello, Charlotte. Good to see you too. For some reason, I couldn't hear you guys, but it's good to see you. We're so excited for tonight. David and I were talking recently. We're like, we want to start creating some cool content for AI because AI is like, it's crazy
Everywhere.
what's becoming possible, hey? I trust you guys have been noticing. Colleen, I certainly know you've been noticing. Like, it's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, what's becoming possible, what we can just easily do at an like just by pressing a few buttons on a keyboard and pressing enter, it's like scary. The art that's becoming possible from it, the different things we can do in business, it's truly, truly exciting. And so we want to start talking about it every week, geeking out about it, and yeah, start a bit of a mastermind where we bring our heads together and talk about what's possible. So you guys up for exploring that and having some fun with us? Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
Sounds amazing.
I love it. So I want to come to you guys first, though. What have you noticed is possible for you in your life through AI? I want to know before we kick things off.
You know my story, Harry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
share. Let's go.
it's just been like a game changer in terms of time and yeah, it just helps structure things a whole lot quicker, I think, than trying to, do all the research and everything, um,
Yeah.
pull it all together. It's just, yeah, time for me.
Yeah, it's like when we had to go, particularly on research, like I wasn't even part of this day and age of having to go to the library if you wanted to figure out anything.
Mm.
Now, it's just at a moment's notice we've got the internet, but now we don't need to go sifting and searching through Google pages. I definitely was part of that. Having to
Mm.
find an answer like on Quora or on Yahoo Answers or something like that, just to find one little bit of information on how to do things, or maybe some weird stuff going on with me personally. I was going sifting through. But AI now, it's just like, boom, you need something, there it is. It's really, really awesome. I feel you, Colleen. I love that. And how about you, Louise?
I found it really good too. It's great, as you said, for information, for researching something, putting blogs together, putting programs together. Um, Imaging is really good as well. Yeah, I found it really good.
Yeah. It's so fascinating the images that are becoming better and better and better. I remember when AI first started making the images, they were a little bit scary. I've got a few images of
Mm.
myself where I'm looking like a melted version of me.
Yeah,
But
well,
now it's like identical.
six finger man and all those sorts of things.
I know. I can be created AI to represent that. Yay. I love that. I love that, Louise. Good on you. And the blogs too. Just
Mm.
organizing all that writing out for us. It's so easy. We have an
Mm.
idea, we give a piece, and then it just makes it bigger or more organized, more structured. It's
It,
fantastic.
it's great too because on social media you can put your blog in and then you say, okay, I want my story to represent the blog. On
Yeah.
Facebook, I want my story to represent, I want something in Instagram to represent what I put on Facebook. So you can marry it all in together.
Yes.
And it just gives you a more professional type of finish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Optimize it for this social media. Optimize it for this social media. Yeah, I'm with you.
Mm.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And David, how about
Yes.
yourself? David,
Yeah. Look,
David
I've
constantly inspires me with AI. You
well,
amaze me with what you come up with.
thank you. Yeah, look, I've fully embraced it. Uh, Diving into trying to learn how to code it so that it works a lot more better. Even that's a word for you. Um, but there is different avenues you can take with AI that it keeps changing, it keeps evolving, and how that is and how that will become is anybody's guess where it'll stop because
Hmm,
it is so evolving.
it is. It so is. And like, tell me about like your journey. There's two things that David's just rocked my world with. One is with how you made an app using AI, And then when you introduced me to Notebook LM and the capabilities of that, share a little bit about that. I want to know more about that.
Okay, so with the creating the app part, Google Vibe. So there's a thing called vibe coding. It's a modified version of coding where coding used to be lines and lines of text when written in hieroglyphs and all stuff like that, and nobody knew how to code.
Completely different language.
You had to learn how to code back in the 80s or in the 70s before you could actually even get into that.
Yeah.
Now, vibe coding exists, and there is a number of places that do that that allow you to place in the words like chat, and the AI builds the app to the left of the screen so you can actually see what it's building.
So cool. Well, who would like to have
It's
an app
absolutely
one day?
mind blowing what you can do with it.
Yeah, I'd love to have an app. Like
Yep.
I remember first installing it on my first ever iPod. I was like, oh my God, these are so cool. Imagine if I could have one of these one day, but the actual ways to get there, had
Yeah,
no clue. Now you just say, hey, can you make me an app like this?
exactly. And you can and you can do it like with Google. I've played with it a little bit. You can set it up with a proxy. You can set it up with an API key. Again, these are a little bit more technical than you used to,
Mm,
terms and avenues to go down, but they're still a lot better than how it used to be. And you can
yeah,
still get your head around it eventually. It just takes a little bit more if you are technically minded a little bit better than some people.
yeah.
It's just how it is. There's no other way for me to explain it. It is a
And the
higher level.
acceleration, though, like a year from now, 2 years from now, you'll just be
Absolutely.
able to just press a button and it'll be like, boom, there's your app. It's
Absolutely.
amazing the growth rate of AI too. That's so, so exciting. And so, David, what app did you make?
So I made a breathwork app,
So, so
which
cool.
I know it basically it's one where it picks you pick a place in your body where you're feeling anxiety, tension,
Mm,
or whatever, and it will then take you to a 50-second breath where you breathe in, hold, or breathe out, or breathe in, breathe out, and it just breathes with you for about 50 odd seconds.
mm. So it's
And
like a
then
gut, like if you need to do box
a
breathing.
guided breath, yeah, guided box breathing session
Mm,
for you.
that's so cool.
Um,
And like the command of it, like sometimes I stuff up in my head when I'm like trying to follow my own box breathing. But if I've got an app guiding me to do it, that's so great.
yeah.
Nice.
And then there's the Google Notebook LM.
Yeah.
Um, I fell in love with this app. It's part of Google's fundamental programs
Like
in
Google
the
Docs, Google Sheets, you click on the little
Google
thing.
Docs in the nine dots on the screen. You click that, and it's right down at the bottom.
Mm,
It's called Google Notebook LM. Now, this is where having documents of your offer, what you do in that, you can place your offer into there, and you can even connect your website now as well. That's cool.
very, very cool.
So you can connect your
So you need
website
a
to it.
website. If you don't have a website,
Yeah.
I don't know.
You can connect your website to it. And what it does is it reads it and then puts it into a sequence on the left-hand side. And then it gives you an option. You can create marketing from it. You can create presentations from it. You can create quizzes from it. You can create, oh, there's so many different avenues you can go down. And that's
Yeah.
just as starters. What you can do inside that, mind blowing. It is
It's
really,
huge. And you just got me thinking, and this is a benefit directly to Colleen, but it's for us all. We could put your notes in there that you sent me
Yeah.
and it will create, for example, like a 15 slide presentation just
absolutely
automatically.
That
Cue
100%.
cards for it.
Yep.
What are all the other functions it can do, David? What are the actual little squares there that you were showing me earlier?
So we have, let me just bring it up because
We can't make a complete workbook though, so
no,
Colin, that's still on
no, unfortunately can't do a complete
it.
workbook, but so you can make a podcast out of it. And here's the cool thing about the podcast style of it, the audio version. You can actually interact with the podcast.
just
I
blow
know, even my colleagues just gone, wow, I love it.
Like I remember David first showed me this, and it was like he showed me a video of two people talking about the content that he'd created, and they were just like talking it out there. And he could download that easily and just upload it on a YouTube channel, and then boom, he has a podcast. Yes, it's like robo, but then David's just mentioned you could have a robo that you're talking to the whole time. So it's like a conversation between two people that involves you. It's crazy.
100%. And like they've just added features into it where you can then, in audio, you can do a deep dive on a topic, you can do a brief, you can do a critique where it critiques the actual thing that you're putting in there. So to get feedback on it, where it might fall over, whether it's good or bad or whatever. And then there's also a debate between two hosts illuminating the differences, perspectives of the source material.
That's
Oh, it's amazing.
I know, right? And that's just the
crazy.
order. That is one square. That is
Wow.
one square.
And how many were there? 9.
There is 9 squares.
Oh my God.
Jeez.
There are
So-
videos you can create which describe what's going on in there. There is a mind map. So you know how you have the mind map that goes out and spreads
Yeah.
out?
Yeah.
You have one of those in there. You have reports you can do. There is flashcards. Again, you can actually do flashcards. You can do fewer, standard or more, easy, medium or hard in that. And you can again prompt it as well to what you want it to do. There is quizzes you can create. Again, the same sort of thing. There's an infographic, which
Well, if you
does
think
landscape.
about like what was the biggest problem that for myself when I first started off on this personal development journey, and then something I've noticed for so many others is creating content. And what do I talk about?
Mm.
How do I create some high quality content that just doesn't just sit there and be unnoticed? How can I genuinely make something like really exciting? And so David was just showing me, like he plugged in one PDF earlier from a school that he's at, Relentless Education, and that created 10 slides on how the power of AI. And he can utilize that now because it's his own content that's taken from a source. And so David can now use that. And it's just so remarkable because so many of us procrastinate because it's like, oh, there's so much involved. There's so much to do. Now AI is just like, I've done it. What's your excuse now, buddy?
I
Nothing.
mean, this is the exact conversation that we had, Harry, that I just sat there for so long because it was all too hard, like where to
Yeah.
start. And
Yeah, and it does get that way.
yeah,
100%.
yep.
Yeah. And now it's like we can't make any excuses anymore. And even more than that, we don't have to because there's so much available and it becomes so much easier to get things done. Like I've been doing a show the past 3 days and I was talking for such a long time. I've wanted to do a daily thing and I've done it in the past. I did lives for like 90 days in a row. And so doing things consistently, I'm used to it, but I ran out of stuff to talk about. I can't now. It's like impossible. If I need a subject, I'll go to AI, I'll have a conversation, I'll find something that's valuable. And it can go through all the videos I've made and go, you haven't done this yet? Have a go at this. It's so exciting. And so tonight, that's a little bit of just an introduction of like the excitement about AI. But we want to talk about how to set your year up for success.
Mm.
So I want to
Um,
know, yeah, yes, Louise.
Sorry, can I just ask one question?
No, of course you can.
With the Google thing that you were talking about, David, does that actually have instructions for each of those little squares? How do you get to use it?
So once you go in there and using it, like it does, it says, so the audio, generate AI podcast based on your sources. So it does, so you hover over it and it does give you a brief explanation of what each item does.
Okay.
So it gives you, so the video would generate explain a video presented to you by AI. The mind map, generate an AI mind map based on your sources. Reports, generate reports based on your sources. Flashcards, again, same thing. Quizzes, the same. Infographics, same. Slide decks, there's a couple of different options in there, how you do it. And data table is a data table as well, which is the last one. Again, it says what it does.
And will that actually produce the information you need, or do you have to have the information first?
Well, you can prompt some of them at the moment. At the moment, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the 9 have additional information you can use. So you can actually open up the tab. You can put in a prompt from chat if you want about whatever you want to talk about or things like that, the direction you want to take the podcast or whatever you want to do.
And
I can
and
see
plus,
Louise's eyes are getting bigger and bigger at the moment.
the possibility.
The
Oh, it's
possibilities.
just fantastic.
Well,
That's
with
just fantastic. I've got my brain going like this.
and the wonders of these tools is you can
Yeah.
you can use them all together. You can have a tool belt. And so you were asking like, hey, do you need to give it something? What you can give is you can go to ChatGPT and you could talk about the thing you want to create. And then you can ask it to turn it into a PDF, for example. And then you could just
Yes.
load that PDF into Notebook LM, and then it's got a file that it can extract. So that's probably an
Okay.
easy, quick way to do what we're talking about. And that would take no less. I reckon if we
And
tried to time it, it'd take 60 seconds.
and maybe next week we might do a live demonstration of it for you.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
please do.
Okay. I think
Please.
that's definitely the direction.
Yeah, we can
Loving
do that.
Yeah.
it. It's so cool. And so, yeah, I wanted to ask you guys and jump into the chat, and I wanted to welcome Fizzer. You did miss out on the way to make $1 billion in 20 seconds. It's going to cost at least $1 million to get that recording. So sorry you missed out. Hey Fizz, good to see you. So how are you wanting to spend this year? I'd love you guys to jump into the chat and just talk about some things that you'd really love to create this year. And let's share that because that's, I would say, the core reason why we need AI. AI is taking care of the how for us, but why are we ultimately wanting to use AI? So jump into the chat and talk about some of the things you want to achieve this year. What are the things that you want to really make happen? Something for me that's come up recently, strange, did not expect this to happen, but I want to own real estate in Japan.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's a massive opportunity. I won't talk about it too much now, but there's 8 million vacant homes and they're giving some away for free. It's literally crazy, and foreigners can get homes there. No question.
Wow.
Well, you need to know Japanese, but you could just know someone who knows Japanese and they can help you get free homes. It's crazy. So I'm adding that to my list of things I want to do. And so talking to AI about it, talking about what needs to happen, how I can genuinely make this happen. Because I trust you might have had the problem before where you've set a goal and you're going, this is awesome. If I could have this, this would be the best. And part 2 comes in where you go, well, how the fuck do I do that? How do I actually make that happen? Through AI, we can ask it questions around this goal, and it can give us beautiful unpacks of doing that. So let's go to some examples here by you guys. Louise says, I want my core program, movie making in my niche, like a podcast. Hell yeah. So we just unpacked how we can easily make that happen. And then figuring out the details of that, the nitty gritties. You can talk to ChatGPT about it, for example, or any other LLM, large language model, which is like the Grok,
Yep.
the Copilot, and you
Yes.
can just unpack this. Consistency of 10K months, same thing. Fizz.
Thing.
Figuring out exactly what it would take to make that happen, and then acting on that, doing what the AI tells you to do. And that's another part of it. We can't just expect the AI to do all the work.
It'd be good if
Why
it could.
not?
It's getting close though.
It's getting close though.
It's
100%.
freaky. Like, oh, David just showed me a thing earlier. I think I was talking to you about this, Colleen, the other day, how you can go and just get leads using AI. Like it can just sign into your Facebook and just look for people. David's just shown me something that's one-upped that. Do you want to explain that a little bit, David? It's actually crazy. And then we'll come to you.
Sure. Okay, so I peruse the internet and Facebook and see things and the algorithm shows me certain things because of my interest in AI. And now it showed me this place. I paid $49 US. It's a lifetime deal. I don't pay any more. and it told me go get an API key, so a key that it connects you to the internet, basically a key that allows you to search. And this one offers 2,500 credits, so I did that. I got the key, I plugged it in. It found me. It scraped LinkedIn, found me 293 emails. I can then plug into my CRM and email and say, "Hey, how you going?"
Oh, I
That's
love
great.
it.
Mm.
And so it one-ups the AI doing it because I literally had to like
Because you
tell
got to
it.
fight. You got to fight with the AI. You got to fight
Yeah,
with the agent.
not this person,
Literally.
do this. But David, he just presses a button and then they're like, there you go.
And you
It's
can pick
crazy.
countries. You can pick countries. You can pick niches. You can pick. There's so many different options.
And so that's a big problem as well that so many people have. Like we're all here. We want to be coaches, we want to be influencers, we want to be business owners online. And so one of the biggest things is how do I find people?
Mm.
How do I find them? And there's a lot of ways we can do that organically, like going to cafes, putting our business cards out there, going to networking events, and to know we can press a button in the comfort of our home and
And
get
Mm.
2
contact somebody on the other side of the world.
Yeah, it's
That
insane.
sounds so much so good. And I know it's been on the lazy side as well in some ways because
I think
you're
it's
not
lazy.
going out there, but I think it's
Yeah,
fantastic.
It
I know,
could be
right?
framed as lazy. It's lazy if you don't do anything with them,
Yeah,
Louise.
I think
That's what
it's
I think
Yeah.
it's framed.
it's lazy
I,
if you're not doing something in
It's
this
like, I've
space
got all these
because
leads. I'm going to go to bed now. It's like, no, we've got
yeah,
to
you've got to do
contact
something with them. And I think that's the key point. Those that embrace the AI journey and really look at it as a benefit, not a push away,
Mm,
will actually go further in this space than people that dig their heads in the sand and don't do anything.
mm.
yeah. Oh, yeah. And so, Fizz, I want to come to you now, Lovely Legends, because you've been waiting with your wonderful hand.
Guys, this gentleman, his name is David. I reach out to him just for, I don't know, for something. And he gave me only one prompt. Fiza, ask ChatGPT why I'm not getting clients, why I'm not getting quality leads. He is a champion, man. And
Mm,
that blew away my mind with the answer I got. And you know what? It was my own mirror that I got it on there.
yeah.
And I will quickly read what it gave me. So I hope that will help you guys. You are speaking to everyone, not the one who is ready.
Mm,
And you are giving safety without direction.
mm,
Your energy may still be asking for validation, not giving the certainty that they pay and they get the result. And the other thing that totally blown away me, that was you are attracting the wounded, not ready.
mm.
100%. And
And
Oh,
client don't come when you try harder, when you stop explaining yourself, when you stop proving your heart, when you stop softening your power. That I had been go through that, what you are feeling. They feel like there is someone who already feel it. If she can do it, I can do it, but without
mm,
taking my help,
yeah.
because I'm not giving them pain points and leaving them hanging.
Yeah. Fizz, that's a really big deal. I like the wonderful David once again, the most resourceful human I know. Holy moly. He recommended me to read the book Expert Secrets. And he talks about how and it's by Russell Brunson. He talks about how when there's been a successful president in the office in America, the difference in their campaign, there's two types of campaigns. There's a campaign where you're speaking to people that need to improve. So you're speaking to the wounded, like you mentioned there, speaking to the broken. And the reason why that doesn't work is because people have to admit that they're wrong, which can be a really risky thing to do, particularly if it's in our marketing. Now, are people wrong? Yes. And that can come up in conversations like a safe place here or in a one-on-one. But marketing that, you have to admit you're wrong. It pushes people away. It doesn't bring them in. And so when we present ideas that are like, hey, here's this new opportunity, let's go. That's what excites people. That's what gets people moving because it's not having to admit they're wrong. Maybe it's an excuse of why they've been wrong because they haven't had this really cool thing. And from having this really cool thing, I can get to where I want to go. So really good feedback there, Fizz. It's really in line with some information that I've been checking out recently too.
Yeah, but thanks to David, he really blew away my mind and he said, Fiza, just do this.
Yeah.
Because I was talking to him that I'm fed up with this, da, da, da. And I said, bullshit. I get into blaming game, complaining, and not taking the 100% responsibility that I am behaving like Mother Teresa to the whole world.
Yeah, the Jesus complex, the Mother Teresa complex that can kick our asses as coaches, hey.
Just to fit in, just to be significant. Bloody hell, man. The
Yeah.
hell no to this.
Yeah, the uniqueness thinking, look at me, I'm the all powerful. No.
Thank you, David. Thank you. I really appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
And I want to welcome Emmy to the room. Thank you for joining us, Rockstar. So excited to talk about what's possible through AI tonight. And so I also just want to acknowledge Susanna's comment. I'm doing what I love at the moment, and this is so interesting and something I could use in 6 months. So good on you, Susanna. I love
That's
that you're
exactly right.
preparing.
Love it.
You're
Love
getting
it.
ready. So, who here has had a conversation with AI about how they can be successful this year? Who's done that? Who needs to? I still need to too. There's more of a conversation to have. I'm with you guys. And so anything that comes up tonight, anything that you notice, like, hey, I really need to start working this out, know that you don't need to do it all on your own. It's a big message of why we're doing what we're doing is get the
100%.
support from AI. Get the help. Because there's so much that's possible with it. It can help us overcome overthinking, getting lost in too many ideas, content
Exactly.
burnout, lack of structure, and doing everything's manually. It's so, so huge.
And
So,
remember, not only that, to
mm,
call it out occasionally. Don't be afraid that it's not gonna you're gonna break it or anything. Remember to call it out. Get it to actually,
yeah.
you can push back on it to say this isn't right.
Mm.
We're allowed to go, no, this isn't what I said. This is I want it better than that. The amount of times I've had full-on arguments, I've stormed
That
off and
sounds really
I've
polite.
I know, right? I have. I've walked off on it. I've told it what I really think, and it's gone, this is absolute crap. Try again. I've if it was a person, I would never do it, but because it's a machine, it's totally different.
I understand. No, I
Yeah,
got I got
like as
wild
people,
last
we
time.
can't treat people like that, but it's a machine, and
Robots have feelings too.
this is why I believe this is why that's why AI will never take humans' roles in the coaching space because yes, it can tell you systems, it can see patterns, but it doesn't have the human connection that we have to
Mm,
actually sit in a room with somebody who's struggling and just be there for them.
yeah. And I think like who remembers like if I'm gonna say back in the day, but I feel like I can't say that. I'm so
You
sorry.
can't.
But back in the day when the TV wasn't working and you have to slap on the top of it to bring it back.
Yes. Yes.
Who remembers that?
Yes.
That is like what you got to do with AI sometimes. You got to just
Yeah.
like got to give the TV a bit of a smack. Like, hey, this is the direction we're going. It's super, super
100%.
important. So I'm really loving to see what you guys are going to be creating with AI. Now, I'm really curious because David and I, we're going to be doing this every Friday. And so whether you can be here every Friday, awesome. We'd love to be with you. But so we can take care of some of the things that you might need support with. What are some things you'd like to know about AI? What are some things that you'd like to create with AI? And maybe we can do some classes on that. What are some of
Absolutely.
those things, guys?
Put it in chat also if you want, or
Or
put
come
your
on
hand
down.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I realized that I'm not good in hitting the right prompts. And sometimes whatever I ask ChatGPT, it's take me everywhere, not in the direct direction and not in a focused direction.
Mm.
So yeah, my biggest thing to work on is prompt.
Okay.
Mhm.
I've worked with guide prompts before, so I can certainly we can certainly
Prompt
work with
engineering.
yeah,
It's
prompt
like a
Yeah.
new
engineering.
thing. It's like a new school of thought.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
how can I be a fantastic prompt engineer? Uh, s- and definitely, I think spending some absolute time on that, how we can create really great prompts. Let's do that.
Absolutely.
And then to give you a little trick now that you can take forward today, ask ChatGPT what would be the best prompt to figure out this exact thing.
Yeah.
That's something that's helped me huge. Like last night, I was redesigning my YouTube channel, and I got a little bit like, as David was mentioning earlier, it brought out the wild Australian language that's within me. Come on, fucking do it this way. Got a little bit crazy, but it did it. Eventually, I got it. But the key that I noticed, which started activating it to be the way I wanted it to be, I asked it, what would be a prompt to get this result? And it wrote me an exact thing to plug into ChatGPT. I then copied and pasted it, and then it just did exactly what I wanted. So asking Chat for what is the best prompt to get this result, I recommend giving that a go. But yes,
No,
let's do a whole class on that.
sounds good. Suzanne, do you want to say something?
Not now? Is there anything that you'd like to know with AI, Susanna?
Right from the beginning. Sorry, I was just joking. No,
I
no.
understand though. Like
I just
maybe a beginner's like top 5 things to start doing with AI.
hmm
All right,
yeah.
we'll get on that.
We can do something with that.
We've got AI listening to this conversation right now. The AI overlords are here. Thank you for writing that down for Susanna. Louise?
I've got a question about AI.
Yeah.
I've got a nutrition business and I don't have the whereabouts to do cooking in the home and showing them how to do dishes. Is that something AI can do
Oh,
in
David.
movie form?
try it.
Yeah, look, I would suggest giving it a try because who knows what it can do. But what it probably could do, and this is a could I'm just formulating in my head. Notebook LM can do slides, so it may
Do
be able
video
to
as well,
do
Carter. Can
yeah,
do
it can do
video.
video, so it may be able to do help you create step by step, show you the steps to create certain meals, and then do that. That might be a thing to do.
Thank you.
Yeah,
For sure.
just
And
just
like,
off the top of my head, anyway.
and there's
Thanks, Dave.
Chat
That's all right.
ChatGPT has a thing called Sora 2. And
Not
that
here yet.
hmm?
Calm down. Not here yet.
Oh, Sora 2 is not here yet.
No.
Okay. Well, there's a thing called Sora. And
Yes.
it's the image creation that's used with ChatGPT, but it also can make videos now. For example, last night I was making the new introduction to my show, the Global Influence Show, and I just said, "Hey, make me a cool thing like this." Uh, and I kind of want to show you guys. I'll show you the intro. It's really,
Show
really
it.
cool. AI created this completely on its own. Well, I asked ChatGPT, I was smart. I said I didn't want to do the prompting all on my own. I said, "Hey, how do I do something like this?" And then it did it. I'll just get the video up itself. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Share screen. Give me a thumbs up when you can see my little QuickTime player. You can see that? Great. Look at this. This is
Yeah.
all AI created. So you can see the background that I got here. I was like, could you play around with this and make a little thing? And this is what it did. Boom. It's like a news thing, like da 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 da. It's so cool. completely AI generated. Did like the flip around. So if you prompted it, Louise, you could be like, hey, can you like do a little clip of some cooking? It could do it.
And
Susie,
that's
at the
through
moment,
ChatGTP.
Yes.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you.
You're so welcome. David, I see you've got something to mention.
yes. So just be careful with that also. At the moment, there are limitations on how long they play.
Yes.
So if I know with,
And it could get clunky. Like it might be flipping the pan and then your hand goes into the pan and it's like, hey,
Ah, okay.
yeah,
what?
yeah.
Yeah.
It can be a
So
bit glitchy.
what's
So
the
there would
space
be
if I,
AI.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you go, Louis.
So there would be AI out there that does videos. Have you
yes,
guys used any of those?
yes. Again, the limitation with it at the moment is still the time to do it. The time, it's only very like 8 seconds, I think is about the longest one I've seen.
Okay.
Maybe that's with Google's Whisk version of it. You can stack them, but again, it gets a little bit messy in how you stack them and where it's going to go and what sort of polishing are you going to do and things like that.
You'd have
So
to stitch them together.
so for things like cooking and stuff, realistically, the best way to do it is to do live cooking in that space, or possibly try Google Notebook LM, see what it can produce, see if it can do some slides with images on it and things like that, and see what it does.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Like that's already getting me thinking. Like you could use Notebook LM, you could use the slides to talk about the things that you're unpacking with nutrition, and then the videos it can create, you could kind of stack it all into Canva and make a nice little presentation there. It'd be really, really easy.
Actually, that was going to be my next question. Could you load it into Canva so you
Yeah.
can?
Possibly could, yeah.
Excellent. Thank you.
Great question. And Colleen, what is something you'd love to know with the powers of AI?
Louise has just got me thinking about different videos, obviously, but just adding into the program sort of, yeah, just some visual sort of content to it as well, I think would be good. Obviously the social media stuff's super interesting to me at the moment as well. Um, yeah, I'm new to it. Like I'm just doing text at the moment. So yeah, the other stuff that it can do, whatever you want
Love
to
it.
bring each Friday, I'm yeah, down to
Love
have a look
Bring
at
it
it
on.
and learn. So
Love that.
yeah, yeah, my mind is just blank.
Yeah.
But I love it, like I don't see it necessarily as lazy. I see it as a more
No,
effective use of time.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. And
It,
it's there and other people are using it, so why not?
100%.
So
Uh, that's a good point because I remember this resistance that came up within me, and that I
mm,
noticed some people experience. It's like, well, like what are all the things that can be said about it? Like it's not me. And I'm like, well, if you prompt it and you genuinely put care into the thing you're prompting it in, it can be you. But then there is
Like,
that kind of garbage version of it where people are just like,
yeah.
hey, give me this, give
yeah.
me this.
So here's a taste of how I learned how to prompt better with ChatGPT before I actually learned how to prompt, because I've been using chat for about 3 years myself. So a lot more before a lot of other people would have been. And I took my learning ability with Google, how to ask it questions. So because I had to ask it better questions when I was Googling, and applied the same principle to chat. So the better the
Nice.
question you ask with the more
Mm,
detail in it, the better the response you will get.
Mm, mm. Yeah, the clarity is key. It really is. And like a really good space to create with ChatGPT is like I think Fizzer was talking about earlier is how you can get lost in like frustration with something that's going on with life, right? And it comes up. There's literally a voice mode that you can talk to and you can talk out what's going on for you. Now, this will not replace us coaches. No, 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 no. It's getting scary. Could it? No, it can't. We
No,
need
can't.
human beings to connect with. But just getting your thoughts out, getting clear on what's happening, it's a really, really powerful thing. and it's helping you expand. So it's like your thinking partner, your accountability mirror. And talk to it, have conversations. It's also your growth tracker. Like when, particularly in ChatGPT, it creates little like, um, what's it called, David?
You can set reminders in there to do things as well.
Yeah.
Like I've got a reminder that tells me if Atlas, which is ChatGPT's its own browser, has come
Oh,
to
yeah.
Australia yet. And every month it will go yes or no. At the moment, there's a lot of no's because it hasn't come to Australia yet. So it's like, fine, I'll just use Gemini on the uptake. So
Yeah.
yes, there's
It's super powerful. And Louise, that is major, what you just said. And so who wants to make lots and lots of sales this year in your business? Who's up for that? Hell yes. So, Louise, what you just said, yes, you
yes.
can practice your coaching frames. Another thing you can do is practice your sales script. And you can set it up so ChatGPT is being a character of a prospect, a prospective client, and you can just practice putting your offers out there. Because I remember when I first started offering myself, I was like, I'm $150 an hour. I couldn't do it. I'd freeze up, I'd get sweaty, I'd freak out because it was like such a big deal to own myself at that level. And then I just had to practice putting
Here's
myself out
something a
there.
little bit further from where you started, Harry.
No,
I'm going to go a little bit deeper with this.
do it.
What you could do was ask Chat for an actual sales manual.
Hmm.
So an actual sales manual from wherever. From anybody that's done sales, like from seventh, I think it's called. I can't think of its name. It's gone. But there's a couple of different people out there that are big in the sales world. So find their
Alex
stuff.
Hormozi's got a model called Closer. You could use
Yeah.
that.
So there's a bot in there called Closer. You can use that, or you can even create your own cheap BT to have in your side alley to then say, help me with sales.
Hmm.
And that's how everybody's doing it. I've created my own two as it is. I've got one that's on offers, and I have one that's on what are the two that I've got?
So as you're creating new programs and creating new ideas, the actual the language around being able to present that, it's not easy to just have that there. What you can do is as you come up with new ideas, you can plug that into the GPT and say, hey, can you give me a bit of a flow on how I'm going to present this to the client? Because one of the biggest things that's important when doing any kind of sales is the certainty in what we're speaking about. And so when we're certain in our product and we can clearly follow this script to be able to help us in that,
Hmm.
our clients are just, or our prospective clients are just going to be hearing this person's legit. Like they know what they're talking about. They feel really, really trustworthy because they're very clear and I'm really understanding of what they're saying. And the ability to get people over the line because you know what you're talking about, it's really, really important. The trust that we're creating with our clients. And so that's where, yeah, the wobbliness in what we're saying can kind of, you're not thinking of what to say, you're following what to say. It makes it a lot easier to have that conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool stuff. So if you haven't yet, it's your job this weekend to go have a chat with Chat. Dave and I always say that. Go have a chat with Chat
Yeah.
and unpack what this year is going to look like for you. And so I think what we'll do is because we're going to post the replay of this in the group, we're going to put a little bit of a prompt that you could use to help you unpack your year. Who would benefit from that? Yeah, love it. So I think what we'll do is we'll like set a 12-month vision for the year
Yep.
and we'll have goals that we unpack with that. And then we'll do like 90-day breakdowns. So you can have quarterly breakdowns of how to do that. And if you want to take it even further, you can do weekly breakdowns. So you literally have a roadmap to achieve everything that you'd love this year. Who's up for
And
that?
it will take you out of your comfort zone
Hell
with
yeah.
this.
And who's
So
up for that?
whatever you think your comfort zone is with asking these questions and putting these prompts in, it will take you out of your comfort zone.
Yeah. And then know that you don't need to explore that on your own.
Exactly.
The AI can guide you through that and give you the steps of what to take. And you can't live a year in the next few seconds. So it's all going to happen as you go along.
100%.
And that's the growth zone. Is it the comfort zone or the growth zone you want to hang out in? I'm in the growth zone.
Absolutely.
So I'm excited. So is there anything we think we need to unpack further for tonight, David? Or think
I think that's a
we've
good
been
first
right
round.
along? All
I
right.
really think that's a good first round. We've got plenty of
Okay.
input. We've got direction.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
And if you've got any other suggestions or anything that you think of that you come up with during the week before the next one we do, drop them in the actual group, and we'll pick them up and we'll talk about them on the next week.
Sounds great. Did you guys get some value out of tonight? Hell yeah. Thank you for joining
Absolutely.
us. Thank you for
Thanks,
adding.
guys.
You're
No
so
worries.
welcome. As this is a mastermind, it's all of us coming together to unpack this. So
Absolutely.
it's all of our minds contributing. And so, yeah, I'm excited for what's to come. If you're going to join us next week, we'll see you at 7 p.m. I think it's the 23rd. I'm pretty sure I'm correct there. And so we'll see you then, Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time. And
Yep,
yeah, as
23rd.
David said, pop up in the group if you need any more questions. And then also send, I reckon, after we do the prompt thing, send your chats into the group and,
Yes.
and post what you found. What's this year
Absolutely.
going to look like for you? We all got to do it.
Yes.
Who's committed to doing that?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Let's go.
Awesome. All right, love and legends. Have a beautiful rest of your Friday. Have a wonderful weekend. Go get deep with chat. Take it easy on chat too. I look forward to seeing you guys next week.
So yeah.
See ya.
Biggest love. See you guys.